Hello, viewers, and welcome to the championship game of the Bantam AA Nova Scotia Mainland Hockey Tournament here at the Yarmouth Mariners Center. CJ and Dave with the call for MC Media. This is going to be a good one. We started out coming into this tournament before round robin. Acadia seeded 1, Yarmouth seeded number 2. Throughout the play, Yarmouth fell to the 3rd position. They won the championship game, their playoff round, over in the other arena. They're going into the provincials, and Acadia as well. Still undefeated in this tournament, only blemish a tie against South Shore in round robin. Acadia remedied that by beating South Shore 4-1 previously in this arena. So now we're about to get underway. This should be a heck of a game, Dave.
That's right. Acadia with a really strong performance in their semifinal against South Shore. South Shore, the 5th seeded team going in, so they actually pulled off enough of an upset to get into the top 4. Yarmouth seeded number 2 coming in, finished 3 after the round robin. They won 6-3 over Pick 2 in their semifinal in the other arena. So these two teams have not played in this tournament, but they did end the regular season playing against each other, with Yarmouth winning those last 2 games to solidify their 2nd seed.
So it should be a very exciting one here as we're about underway. Acadia trying to get on the attack. Acadia is such a strong team, 5-on-5. They really control a lot of the plays. A quick shot goes right into the glove of the Yarmouth netminder, whose stick gets a little bit caught in between the legs there.
Yeah, that's what you want, a little bit of feistiness 20 seconds in, just to make sure everyone's head's in the game.
Want to quickly get everything into the action. So lots of fans in attendance for this one. The Yarmouth, the hosting team, and they definitely have the home ice advantage right now. Is that one intercepted by Yarmouth, but poked away by Acadia, but Yarmouth able to recover. Here come the Mariners. Mariners coming in. Up and down, but picked it and stripped by the Axemen. Mariners trying to get right back on the attack, and here they come. It's Green coming in, tried for a cross-ice pass, but blocked by the Axemen. Now here comes Acadia, looking to go right back on the attack as Graham dumps in and gets stood up at the blue line. Huge cheer going out from the fans. Now battle for the puck along the corner. Mariners come up with it, look to carry it up. Acadia looks to dump it right back in. Both these teams fighting for control of the puck, is neither able to have a dominant force yet. Now Acadia looks to dump it in behind the net, looking to carry it out. Acadia gets that pass blocked, still out in front and now behind the net. Axeman trying to get that puck into the center ice. There's a pass, might have a chance. A shot goes wide of the net. Mariners able to clear that one down, but that's going to go all the way for icing.
Not a bad move by Yarmouth. They were being pinned into their own end. Couldn't really get a change, couldn't collect the puck well enough to get that first lead pass to get themselves out. Better to just clear the puck at this stage, get the face off, take your chances even though it's back in your end, but at least you've got fresh legs on the ice.
Getting ready now for the face-off one by the Axemen. Axemen shot from the point, goes just wide of the net. Able to gain possession again are the Axemen, looking to carry this one out. Another quick shot and another good save there by the Mariners netminder.
Once again, these teams have not played each other because of the way that the tournament runs here. The top 4 seeds play the bottom 4 seeds only, and if somebody can actually create an upset, as South Shore did to get into the semifinal, that's what happens. But until you hit the semifinals or the finals, you haven't played them in the round-robin portion of the tournament.
Now here comes the Mariners, able to win that face-off and carry that one through, but it goes right back onto the sticks of the Axemen. But that one intercepted, centering pass, no one there to receive it. Here come the Axemen now, trying to clear it out of the zone, but sent right back in by the Mariners. Axemen now with the puck behind the net, tried to clear it once again, held in again by the Mariners. Point shot deflected, goes through the blue paint, but no one there to take advantage of that opportunity.
First really good opportunity for Yarmouth on the little bit of a rebound that was sitting there just so nice to be put in, but nobody could get there in time.
Mariners clear that puck out of the zone, but the Axemen looking to go right back on the attack. Here comes Luz. Luz coming in, dodges one hit. Coming in, another fakes the pass, tried for the shot, but missed it. Puck now out in front, another shot, just missed. And now it's the Mariners going back for it. Now here comes Yarmouth. Good pass here, might be an odd man rush, but the back checker's coming in, a little bit of space left, but good job on the back check, take away that scoring opportunity.
Terrific work there by Acadia. All back in full force. All 5 bodies back in their own zone defending. Exactly what you want to see early in a game.
And now here come the Axemen. Now with the puck out of their own zone coming through the center ice. Axemen coming in. A shot. Scores! And just like that, that one seemed to have caught goaltender Banks a little bit up. A good high shot goes right over the glove, and the Axemen with the 1-goal lead.
I believe it was captain 55, Hunter Graham, that scored that. In the semifinal game, I had mentioned he and a couple other players that had a very nice quick release wrist shot. We'll see here on the replay, you can see that shot goes in the top blocker side, and goaltender Campbell.
It's Banks. Banks is in the net.
Banks reached over with his glove over the blocker, but where you're going down into the butterfly position so quickly, and that shot's going up high, it was just over the blocker, and he wasn't quick enough reaching with his trapper.
Especially with Banks going down into that butterfly. He's a little bit shorter of a goalie than we've seen a little bit, so he's giving up a tiny bit in the height advantage. So as he went down there, right now is the linesman going to check the net as the puck got stuck up in the top of the net there, or at least one puck was. The linesman went to take care of that. Now the Mariners going to be down 1 goal early. We'll see if they're able to rally.
And that could have been stuck from the warm-up at the beginning of the game as well.
Puck now right out in front as the Mariners looking to respond. They're digging for it. Referee still sees it, and the Axemen are the ones who come up with it, and they are able to clear it out of the zone. Mariners getting some opportunities, just have yet to really convert on them. A big rush right in front, putting a lot of traffic. That's going to what you have to do to get through the Acadia defense. Is, again, they have such strong play 5-on-5. Here come the Axemen again. Another slap shot. That one goes up and into the glass. Acadia still with it now at the blue line, looking to send it in deep. Acadia kind of like to implement the dump and chase. They have a fast and strong team, so they know they can win those races.
And they carry speed going into the blue line. They're not standing still at the blue line. They're carrying their speed in. So if you're a little flat-footed on defense, they are going to beat you into the corner.
Yeah, you can always skate faster going forwards than a defenseman can going backwards, and that's what Acadia likes to do. Here comes Acadia now with the speed. Axeman coming in, the shot just goes wide. Axeman now trying to fight for that puck in the corner, and the Mariners are the ones trying to push it out and through. Held in at the point by the Axeman. Axeman looking to carry this one in, and they send it right back down in deep. Mariners fan on the clearing attempt, so the puck's still along the boards. Mariners trying to get it through as another hit is thrown. Mariners now have it one-on-one with speed. Long shot, easily handled by the goaltender, Cameron Gold for Acadia. Now it's off the jump, and now here comes Warner. Warner takes the shot, kicked away by Gold. And now here come the Mariners attacking again, but that one's going to go out for icing.
So some good back-and-forth hockey here in the first 5 minutes. That first goal, I think goaltender for Yarmouth probably would have wanted that one back. It was a good shot. It was a really well-placed shot, but it was from far enough out, and he saw it all the way that those are the ones that you want to have. So an early break, really, for Acadia in that sense, and Yarmouth's going to have to try to create some more offensive opportunities, not just some territorial play, but actually get some good quality scoring shots from that dangerous area in front of the net.
Yeah, now the Mariners trying to get one as they go again, trying for that centering pass, but Axeman doing a good job protecting that blue paint. Here come a race now for the puck, won by the Axeman, but held in by the Mariner. Lucky he's not going to get a wrap there as he lost his stick and he was using both hands to kind of hold him there. Lucky not get a holding call. Mariners trying to clear it out, but still held in by the Axemen.
In our semifinal that we had earlier, there were a couple calls early on that the referees let go, wanting the teams to actually decide things, and it never really did get out of hand. It got just a tiny bit chippy in the last 15 seconds when the game was definitely over. I would think that similarly here that we wouldn't see a whole lot of that, as both these teams are going to be going to the provincials, and neither team was going to want to get any type of suspensions going into that.
Yeah, definitely. And the referees, they never want to be a deciding factor in a game. So very early on, they like to keep the whistles in the pockets. We'll see if that continues here as that one comes in just a little bit offside, maybe like a centimeter off there, as that last player on the far side was dragging his foot just a little bit.
Yeah, I can't argue with the call, though. It was that close, and the linesman certainly had the better view. As you said, a really terrific crowd here for this championship game. Obviously, with a home team, that's certainly helpful. But I think there's a few other people that are here as well, taking advantage of this great tournament being hosted here in Yarmouth this weekend.
Yeah, Yarmouth, a very hockey-centric area. We love our hockey here, and there isn't too much to do on a weekend here in Yarmouth. And one of the things the Mariners Center always has some hockey going is a big hit thrown in the corners. This game definitely a lot more physical than we've seen in this tournament. As another shot goes to Banks, who swallows that one up for a face-off. And a little bit of extracurricular going in there, pushing and shoving in the blue paint.
Once again, if you're a defenseman on either side, you've got to be careful. You've got to come at that player that's in front of your goaltender and actually push them away or veer them away from the goaltender. You start pushing those players on top of your goaltender, they're just going to feign that you pushed right into them and land on top of your goaltender. You could end up hurting your own goalie.
Yep. Yeah, any chance you can get to mess with the goaltender, a lot of teams are going to take that. Anything to throw a goalie off his game, as Warner dumps that one in and goes in for the dump and chase. But the Axemen able to win that one, trying to clear it along the boards. Mariners come up fit, try to dump it right back in. Mariners trying to hold the puck at the blue line, try to continue to put some offensive pressure on. Warner trying to come up with it. Now it's over to Darcy. Darcy takes the shot and goes just wide of the net. Axemen now with the puck behind their own net, looking to move it up. Axemen just trying to get the puck out of the zone right now, but the Mariners trying to hold them in, trying to gain some sort of offensive momentum as another big shove takes down two. Axemen at one hit. Good hit there thrown by D'Entremont.
And I think it was the smallest of the three people involved.
Shows you the physicality of this match is, again, big hits being thrown a lot. Haven't seen too much of that in this one, but both of these teams are big teams. Now here comes the Mariners trying to get through, but that clearing one goes up and into the netting.
I think generally speaking, though, the Acadia team seems to have more size than the Yarmouth team. Yarmouth does have some bigger players as well, but when you're looking across the entire team, especially when you're looking at the bench, it seems like they have more size than the Yarmouth team does.
It's a little bit more strides. We'll certainly see that on defense, that Acadia certainly has some big guys up there. As another shot gets deflected off of a stick, goes wide of the net. But still at the point for the Axemen. That shot blocked. Still coming through. Axemen still with it. Sent it towards the net, but couldn't catch that pass right out in front.
Great opportunity for the Axemen there. Couldn't just reach that bouncing puck. He was stretching for it, couldn't get there in time.
And that one, though, goes right on the tape, alone in front of the Axemen, now leading 2-0. And now the Mariners a little bit on their heels.
I think that might have been number 23, Jacob Whiston. Right there in front. He was unmarked. He was just on top of the defense. The defense were back, caught looking. They were looking in the corner, looking for where the pass was coming from. He got that right on the tape and just bang, bang. Didn't stop at all. Just corralled it for that split second and picked the open corner. You'll see here. Here's the pass. You can see him by himself settling. Nobody on him. Right on the stick. Got the open corner because the goaltender's down in the butterfly. And he was able to finish. We've talked before about the importance of not only getting the opportunities, but when you get the opportunities, CJ, finishing them off.
Yeah, definitely. And what a well-placed pass right on the tape, right out in front. So allow him to quickly get there in time. Just no delays. You see here. Gets it, throws it right out there, right on the tape and right into the top shelf. Nothing much Banks could do on that one. Now Axemen have a 2-0 lead.
I'm not sure if Banks didn't quite, well, 2-on-1. We'll get to that thought later.
And now here we come, 2-on-1 now for the Mariners, but good defense there by Easton. A bit of a gamble as he charged at the puck carrier, left the pass alone, but it worked out for him as the Mariner was unable to get the puck cross ice to what could have been a breakaway. Mariners now with the puck in their own zone, trying to clear it out and along the boards. Held in by the Axemen. Here they come again. Another shot, and that one saved and covered up by Banks.
And the point I was going to make about the last goal is I'm not sure if Banks saw the pass at first or if he was blocked off of it because he was still tight to the post as if it was a person behind the net that still had it. The puck was out front, and he was corralling that short side, giving up 1/3 of the net basically and not coming up to a challenge into the top of the crease.
But a lot of play behind the net. It's a goalie's worst nightmare because all you can do is grab a post and hope you can see it as Axemen continuing to press here. Another shot. That last rebound gets blocked by a skater in front. Axemen still on the hunt for the third goal as they continuing dominating the play here, 5-on-5 early on. Puck now being played along the boards, and that one's going to be whistled dead as the ref lost sight of it.
Acadia Axman finished number 1 in the regular season standings. They were 25-3-0, a remarkable record over the 28 games. 122 goals for and 48 against. Tops in the league in both ends, the most goals for and the least goals against. Yarmouth was second with an 18-6-4 record, pretty much right in between the number 1 to number 3 seeds. So Acadia is certainly the dominant team in the league this year, and so far in the tournament, they've been showing why.
Yeah, definitely is another save there from Banks. You know, you're going to win a lot of hockey games if you have both the best offense and the best defense. You can't really play much better hockey if you're in number 1 in both of those. And now off the face-off, a quick shot off the draw by the Axemen goes wide of the net. Mariners now just trying to get the puck out of their own zone. They've been in it for a while. Another shot from Axemen, another save by Banks as the Mariners keep just trying to withstand this onslaught.
5:31 to go, and it was two-way for about the first 5 minutes, but in the last little bit, there's certainly been a lot of dominant play here by the Acadia Axemen.
Yep, Mariners have certainly been on their heels the last few minutes. They need to try and win this face-off and get the puck out. Tie up, though. Both teams still trying to get command, and it goes right back to the sticks of the Axemen, who once again send it in deep. Now it's the Mariners with it, finally able to dump it out, but held in at their own blue line by the Axemen. Axemen now in their own zone, looking to break out. Forward pass, though, just out of reach, and the Mariners able to dump that one back in. Axemen now with the puck in their own zone, looking to carry this one out. They cycle it along the boards, but held in at the point. Point shot, tried to be deflected, but missed. Mariners still with it in the corner, now sending it behind the bench and around the boards. Tried it for another thrown hit. A point shot gets blocked, and now the Axemen able to clear it out. All the way down in the Mariners zone it goes. Mariners now having to regroup in their own zone as the Axemen go for a change. Here come the Mariners now, looking to carry this one up. They nice and put it. Here comes, could be an opportunity, but the defenseman wins the race for the puck. Here come the Axemen again, 2-on-2. Axemen coming in, shot wide of the net, and the rebound goes all the way out to the side, and the Mariners try to clear that one again, but held in at center ice by the Axemen. Axemen looking to go right back on the attack, and a huge collision as both players go down. A shot and a save by Banks.
Both players popped right back up, too, so it's a little more physical game. Honestly, a little more physical than I thought it might be, based on the fact that both teams are going to make it to provincials anyways, but you've got to play the style that you're going to play. And you can't veer away from that style. You don't want to veer away from the style that's made you successful all year.
Yeah, as you see there, replay of that huge collision between both of them, both players. Not really sure who you're going to reward the hit to on that one, but probably give it to both of them as who's just an unstoppable force hitting an immovable object as they both go down.
I think that might have popped up and hit glove on the Mariners bench, and so the whistle blows and the face-off is on the outside.
This game, though, still important, trying to find out who's going to win the crown for the Nova Scotia Bantam AA Hockey League. And, you know, you want that little bit of psychological advantage going into provincials to know that you're the best team coming into that from this league. A little bit of a psychological edge maybe for provincials.
Yeah, I'm not sure where the provincials are. I didn't really talk to a parent to find out. It might have been one of those things that you shouldn't talk about as you're trying to get to provincials, but now that they are going to be there. But two teams from the mainland Nova Scotia League make it, and so that will be these two teams. So even for whoever does lose this team, the knowledge is you're still making it to provincials, which is certainly very good.
And now Mariners trying to get back on the attack, but the Axemen able to get the stick on it and send that one right back out. Mariners having a hard time trying to keep that puck in the offensive zone. Mariners, though, trying to carry that one back in. Here comes Smith, but has it poked away by Acadia. And now here comes the Axemen once again, going back on the attack, but dump it along the boards and all the way down for an icing call.
Even when the Mariners can gain the zone, gain the offensive zone on Acadia, it seems like they get stuck once they get about halfway there. They can't make that other pass. The defensive coverage for Acadia has been stellar so far. Active sticks, pressuring, taking away time and space from the Mariners, not allowing them to make that necessary pass that would result in a good scoring opportunity.
Yeah, the Mariners trying to, they like to do is they throw that puck into the blue paint and try to get that deflection, but Axemen doing an excellent job having their sticks there and kind of having a wall around that blue paint to help protect out their goaltender.
Even harder to do when you've got good size on defense, and I think just about across the board for the Axemen, they do have good size on D.
Yeah, those extra long sticks definitely help out in the stick checking, but Mariners trying to put on a lot of force here, trying to keep that puck in, and another hit being thrown, and now it's a turnover, but the shot from Warner gets bounced. Another pass couldn't get through, and that shot does, and it's a good save there by Gold. Another shot goes just wide of the net as the Mariners just trying to keep the puck in the offensive zone and get that cycle going. Mariners still with it. Pass out in front, deflected again, and now it's back onto the sticks of the Axemen. Here come the Axemen, but has the puck stripped. Good work by the Mariners to keep this offensive pressure going. Axemen now with the puck behind their own net, and they look to cycle it in along the boards. And now here comes the Axemen. Acadia looking to dump that one in, and here we go for another dump and chase. One-on-one right now, and the Axemen win the race, but the Mariners are able to get there and hold that one up. Fighting off two larger players right now. The Mariners right in the middle of it. Puck being held there along the boards, and eventually the whistle's going to go as one of the Mariners fell down. That was Wallace. Did an excellent job. He was about a head shorter than both the players he was fighting with, but he got the most of that exchange.
And got the face-off, and also got the line change as well, because I think the Mariners needed it, because they were on, the majority of them were on down here for a little while, but then getting into their own defensive zone, they really needed that change.
Yeah, and a big face-off win there by the Mariners, but unable to clear that puck out past the point man. So it goes all the way back down and in. More battle along the boards going between both teams. Now the Mariners come up with it. Here comes Yarmouth. Yarmouth looking to go down. They dump it. Tipped off, so the icing is waved off. And now battle for it once again along the boards. Both teams trying to get that physical superiority going. Mariners now with the puck in the corner. Passed out in front, but Fan on the shooting attempt. Mariners still with it. A shot and a great glove save by Gold, who definitely is pumped up after that one.
Wow, Gould snapped that trapper out there and picked that right out of the air, shot right from the slot. The best scoring opportunity for Yarmouth certainly here in the first period. Only a couple of real scoring opportunities, but that was a golden one that Gould came out on top.
Yeah, definitely fantastic trapper save as he flashes the leather on that one, grabs that. And he was certainly pumped up after that, but Mariners going right back on the attack, deflected towards the net, and Gould covers up for another faceoff.
Referee's going to have a talk with number 9, Andre Donchema. Back in the day, you were told to whack until the whistle's blown. When there's no puck there, referees will call you for slashing.
Yeah,
if there's no puck to be seen, then it's not a free-for-all on a goaltender like it was back in my day.
If you wanna get under a goaltender's skin, definitely do that slash and poke at that glove. Myself as a goaltender, that was the first thing that would get under my skin. Is I'd have to do everything I could to not try and retaliate. And now here we go. Mariners still keeping that puck in the offensive zones. We're in the final minute of play here in the first period. Axemen ahead 2-0, but it's been all Mariners here in the final 2 minutes as they're trying to keep the offense going, try to build some momentum for that second period. Mariners still trying to push through. They still have another shot and another save by Gould as the Mariners continue this late period onslaught.
Good turnaround here for the Mariners in the last third of the first period. It's been... I guess the period's has come in thirds. The first third was back and forth. The middle third, certainly all Acadia. But here in the last third, the Mariners certainly come alive and shown some spark, just haven't been able to actually capitalize on their scoring opportunities where Acadia did.
Yeah, Axemen doing a great job keeping the Mariners to the outside as the Mariners, a lot of their goals have come from that middle of the ice. Here come the Axemen, though. On the rush, a shot saved by Banks, rebound cleared away, but still held in at the point. Another shot can't get through all the bodies in front, and that one is going to go out with just 15 seconds left. Here come the Mariners. Mariners coming in, looking to carry and hold that one. It's Young. Young with a shot, bounced off of a leg, but handled by Gould. Mariners still with it, less than 10 seconds left. Trying to get that puck out in front, and they do, but no one can get a stick on it. And Axemen clear that away, and that'll do it for the first period. It's been back and forth action, but the Axemen with the 2-goal lead coming into the second.
An entertaining first period. Actually, it was a lot of back and forth play, especially early on in the game. Some opportunities for both teams, as we've said. The Mariners on the bottom end right now, the home team on the bottom end of a 2-0 score after the first period. Acadia well-deserved in that, though, because even though it was close in stages, Acadia certainly, I think, dominated more of the play in the first period. And one of the goals was terrific. Pass out in front, slot to slot. The other goal, maybe that one could have come back. So when you look at it, a 1-0 game probably is a pretty good indication of how the play's gone and what the score should be.
Yeah, Axemen controlling. That's kind of what they like to do when they're playing 5-on-5. They want to be the ones in control. They want to be the ones who are kind of controlling the play. They want to force other teams to play their style. and that's really what the Axemen try to do. But this has definitely been a lot more physical than I thought we were going to see, as hits being thrown all over the ice, as both teams, I think, they want to leave this game. Even the losers want to make a statement saying, even if you can end up beating us, we can still end up beating you and making you pay, because these teams are going to probably meet each other again in provincials.
Oh, no, most definitely, because in a provincial tournament, unlike this one here, it's a round robin where everybody plays everybody. So the 5 or 6 teams, however the league is set up, that will be in provincials. Everyone plays everybody else. So they will be meeting again in provincials along with everybody else. And that's certainly the best way to have a provincial playdown. It's almost like right now for curling fans that are out there, Scotty's was, Briar's on right now. Everybody plays everybody. At the end of the day, you actually see what the standings are, and based on how you played against everybody else, you're seeded, and the playoff teams get to be the playoff teams.
And now here we go, second period underway. Axemen ahead 2-0, but still very highly contested games. The Mariners have had their opportunities, but Axemen looking to go right back on the attack. They were on their heels late there in the first, but they were looking to turn that around and get back to playing their style of game. Here come the Axemen again, sending that one in deep. Carrying up and around, still with it are the Axemen. Send it back out to the point. It's Easton. Easton slap shot. Big block there by Green. And now here come the Mariners looking to go right back on the attack. Green now looking to carry it in. Now still with it is Smith. Smith tried to pass it off and couldn't get the shot off.
You like to get that shot off right away. He was corralling the puck, bringing it back for the big wrist shot. By the time that all happened, he was caught from behind.
And now Axemen looking to go back on the attack, with that one intercepted by Young. Young now, though, has his puck stripped, and the Axemen send that one back down and deep. Axemen centering pass, and a good save there by Banks. Was able to get the glove on as the Axemen looking for the 3-goal lead.
Bang, bang save right out in front. Quick shot. Young Banks, equal to the task, as he was able to actually make that save and then grab it, reach it. Looked like it was just at the edge of his glove, but he went and gathered it in and got the face off.
Axemen continuing to put on some pressure here off of the face-off. It's the Mariners who come up with it, but the Axemen gain control and try to dump it in from the point. Puck, though, still loose around the center part of the offensive zone, and that point shot goes wide. Puck almost squared out in front, but the Axemen have it again. Centering pass intercepted by the Mariners, and here they come. Yarmouth looking to get that one out of the zone, and they dump it in. Yarmouth going in for a dump and chase, but it's the Axemen who have it and carry it in behind their own net. Axemen still with it, able to gain it and push it through into the neutral zone, but the Mariners send it right back. Axemen still with it in their own zone. Acadia looking to go on the attack, and here they come. But blocked there by the Mariners, and here they come. Mariners looking to carry through. It's Warner, but can't get through the last defender of the Axemen. Axemen still with it now, looking to move it in through this neutral zone, but now it's Wallace. Wallace looks to go, and they send it right back in and go for a change.
Once again, second period is a long change for everyone out there, so if you get hemmed in your own end, you could be dog tired before getting off.
Here come the Axemen one-on-one, a shot and a save by Banks, who covers up for the face-off.
Once again, a good save, but it's also a good thing that there wasn't an Axemen player closer on, because he did lose a little bit of control, had to reach out with his stick and glove, and then before he could corral it in and get that face-off. A lot of times you like those goaltenders to be able to just corral that right next to them, so there's no rebound at all.
And very much like the first period, we said first period was split into thirds, and the first third was back and forth action. That's what we're getting again here, as now Axemen with it again. Axemen now try to pass it off, can't get it out in front of the net. Axemen looking to move it along the corner, now back up to the point. Acadia now, another point shot. That one blocked. Mariners looking to carry this one up and in. If they move it quickly, but that forward pass couldn't be settled. That could have been a 2-on-1 opportunity.
Just out in front of the Mariner player. Good opportunity there for Yarmouth, but that first pass has to be an accurate one. In that case, it wasn't. Mariners still offside right now. They're going to have to tag up and be yelled at by the linesman.
Yeah, just as the one guy going offside, the other one trying to come in a little bit too early. But here come the Mariners now with some space. But again, some good back checking by the Axemen. Axemen probably the best back checking team in this tournament.
I think it just goes along with their total team speed. They're a bigger team, but they're not big and slow. They're big and fast. They hustle. They take away that time and space. And in a case like that, we've seen a couple indications of that this game already, where they've done some great back checking in order to break up a play before Yarmouth could get a shot off.
Size and speed, probably the most important elements in hockey. And if you have a team full of guys who have both, you're going to be a very dangerous team. Now here come the Axemen in the neutral zone. They're looking to come up. Gets through one defender, but can't hold the puck as well he does it. So it's back into the corner. Tried for a centering pass, blocked, and a big hit again. Thrown by the Mariners once again, taking out 2 guys with 1 hit.
Yeah, one went down, and the other one kind of took the legs out of his own player.
And again, some more good back checking by the Axemen. And here they come again. Woolaver coming in, shot, blocked, still with it. Acadia now sending it over into the center. A shot blocked again, puck loose in front. Woolaver has it again, but can't get that puck back to his forehand for the shot. Axemen still looking to continue and move that one in and through. Trying to get it into front of the goaltender, Banks. Mariners now, puck loose in front of Banks, and Banks getting a favorable whistle there as the referee thought he had it. Quick whistle there in favor of Banks.
Very opportunistic for Banks because he did not have it, CJ. Yeah, not even close, but when the referee sees the glove going down and the goaltender going into I've got it pose and loses sight. And that's really what it is. And in a case like this, when he loses sight, you don't want to keep the teams jabbing away at it because that will lead to those extracurriculars that tend to send people to the penalty box.
Yep, so referee, he lost sight of it, so he made the whistle a bit premature, but Mariners will take that as we're now coming up. First 5 minutes played here in the second period. Axemen still ahead 2-0. Battle for the puck now in the corner. Both teams digging away at it, and out it comes. Back onto the sticks of the Axemen. Mariners, though, able to strip that one. Sends it up to Young. Young now with the puck, dumps it in. It could be a good opportunity, but pass just a little bit away, but a good, almost a line drive, maybe a little bit of a Hail Mary there. But now it's the Mariners still with it behind the net. Mariners still with it, carrying it in now along the boards. Loses the handle, loses the edge a bit, and now here come the Axemen. Axemen now, Acadia looking to go right back on the attack, but that one knocked away by the Mariners. Back in behind the net, the puck goes. Good job by the Mariners defenders to try and hold up the Axemen. Axemen, though, still with it. Send it again, back behind the net, back out in front. A beautiful play there, but a good save there by Banks off of the give and go.
Perfect use of the cycle as they cycled it back down low and then curled around to get the receiving give and go pass. It was a great opportunity, but a nice save by Banks.
Axemen still with it and looking to carry it out in front. Backhanded shot wide of the net. Axemen, though, still with it, looking to push through. Mariners trying to gain control. Again, reminiscent of the first period as it was back and forth action, but in the middle part, Axemen able to gain control, and looks like history is about to repeat itself. Axemen continuing to put on a lot of pressure, and this is how they scored that second goal.
And while doing this, they're able to actually make a line change where Yarmouth is stuck on right now, and they need to either ice it or settle it down somewhere to clear this zone because they're tired.
Race for the puck once again. Body in front of the Axemen able to get through. Mariners able to just push that through, but the Axemen carry that one in very far offside.
And Yarmouth needed that whistle because you're seeing the heads and the shoulders kind of slump. They're not speeding to the bench right now.
Yeah, a little bit of a mental mistake there by the Axemen as one of them was tied up in a conversation with a Mariner behind the line and didn't realize that the puck didn't go all the way down into his own zone.
Probably talking about the weather, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, maybe. We've had some weird weather here in Yarmouth, unnaturally cold for March, and something I certainly am not enjoying. But here we go. We have a good game of hockey going on right now as the Mariners have the puck back in the offensive zone. Look to dump that one in, but couldn't get much on it. Now the Axemen look to go right back on the attack. Axemen now with the puck in their own zone and looking to get it out. Mariners, though, still holding it in. Yarmouth trying to keep it in. They fended off one offensive onslaught. They want to put one of their own, but the Axemen able to bank that one off the glass and through. Mariners now with it in their own zone, but blocked by the Axemen, but that shot goes away. Lost stick by the Mariner. Now the puck now being sent in behind and into the corner. Axemen with it now. Looking to try and push through. Mariners hold it along and able to strip him of the puck. And it gets through the man at the point. Now it's a race for the puck, but Graham's the one who's going to end up winning that one. Graham now with it. Passes it up and deflected back into the Mariners zone, who send it right back into neutral ice. Another dump in from the Mariners. A lost edge. A little bit of a stumble. And Yarmouth, though, able to regroup, and now they're carrying it through the neutral zone. That one dumped in through, and now there could be a chance. Coming in, he has some space. He shoots. Saved by Gold. Buck bouncing out in front, but cleared away by the Axemen.
Gould lucky there. Bad rebound control. It bounced up and over him, but Yarmouth unable to get that puck.
And here comes the Axeman again, carrying it through. Can't push it past Banks as Yarmouth clears that one through, but that one going to be an icing.
7:18 to go. We're halfway through the second period here. No goals here in the second period. The score remains the Acadia Axemen 2. The Yarmouth Mariners, no score. The faceoff's going to be to the left of goaltender Charlie Banks. Banks playing fairly well. I think that that first goal you wouldn't want, but other than that, he's been able to control and get those whistles when he needs to. And a couple big saves from Gould, a couple big glove saves, but other than that, really not tested except for those two opportunities.
And here comes the Axeman. That shot goes wide, almost bounces right back out in front. Axeman try to shovel out in front, battle for the puck right out, and Mariners just luckily able to send that one behind the net as it was dangerous, and there was an Axeman waiting for that one.
Banks might be hurt. He was down, and he was looking for where the puck was, and he was right against one side, did not see it at all. Now I see that he's down, and the coach is coming out to take a look at him right now. I'm not sure if he might have stretched his leg a little bit, or I'm not sure if he got knocked. Maybe if we have a replay, we'll see, and it literally might be nothing that shows up in a replay.
Yeah, it was a little bit behind the play as the play was going away, and Banks stayed down. As that Campbell looks to be stretching a little bit along the bench, maybe getting ready for a switch out. Is huddled around him. It looks to be maybe more of a leg injury as he's down to one knee, and it is Campbell getting out, and he's getting ready to come on. As the coach still having a discussion with Banks as we're waiting through. It's so tough if you're a goaltender sitting on the bench having to jump right back into game action. But Campbell's been playing well in this tournament. He's getting ready to stretch as Banks is still down. It looks like he has one pad off already. So it probably is looking to be a leg injury if a pad is already being taken off.
Occasionally sticks can get in there as well, and so it could have something like that. It's hard to really speculate. Here's a replay that we're seeing right now. You see Banks down. There's the shot. And I think it was the shot. The shot must have caught him where there was no protection. It might have gone over top of where it was. And so you've got very little protection in that knee area. It might have caught him underneath the pants and above the pad, because I'm thinking that's the only thing that we saw in the replay was that shot happening. And he certainly seemed to be favoring his right leg, and that would kind of make sense based on our speculation.
Yeah, the shot probably, there's very few areas that aren't fully covered in padding as a goaltender, and that shot must have just found that one of those little sweet spots. So Campbell now in the net for the Mariners, coming in off of a cold start. We'll see how that affects him. And off of the face-off, the Axemen win it, so he might be tested early here. Axemen looking to test the goaltender quickly. A shot from the point just goes wide of the net. Stays in there behind. Axemen trying to shuffle it back out.
If you're Acadia, you're going to throw everything at the net to begin with. You want to see what he's got coming in cold off the bench.
Acadia look to go right back on the attack. Mariners unable to get through the neutral zone. With the puck now in behind their own net. Trying to cycle that one out and along the boards. Held in by the Axemen. Shot by Acadia. Gets blocked. Acadia now looking to go right back on the attack, but being pushed off by the Mariners.
Mariners scrambling right now in their own end. They're not careful and get their better position. They're gonna run out of room and give up a scoring opportunity.
Still battle for the puck being along. Mariners trying to eat up on the time that Acadia has with the puck. That point shot deflected wide into the corner. Mariners with it now. Now they'll have a chance to clear, but weird bounce off the boards, but Mariners able to carry it out. They dump it in as some tired legs go for a change. Acadia now looking to go right back as another big collision in the far corner as Acadia dumps that one in, but it's Young able to get to the puck first and trying to clear along the boards, but Acadia right back on the attack. Axemen with the puck, send it back up to the point. Shot from the point, saved by Campbell, who covers up for the faceoff.
And that's what you want if you're a goaltender coming in. You want one of those kind of shots. A nice wrist shot from the point that you can see the whole way. You're seeing this big hit in the corner there on our replay, both players going down. We've seen a few of those this game, actually. That's not an isolated incident.
And a quick shot off the faceoff, trying to fool Campbell, but Campbell staying strong on that one, covers it up for the faceoff again.
Those are little tricky shots, too. That one just kind of bounced in there, and you got to make sure you're covering up that 5-hole. It doesn't just go over top of a stick in between the legs.
Getting ready now off of the faceoff. It's the Mariners trying to carry that one out, and they do. Mariners now looking to push through. Here comes Young. Young with a shot. Goes off and into the corner. Axemen now tried to clear it out, but held in at the point by the Mariners, but still Axemen regained possession. Here comes the Axemen. That one just barely onside. It's still coming to push through. Backhanded shot just goes wide of the net. It's Acadia now looking to continue to press the advantage, coming up on the 5-minute mark here in the second. Axemen ahead 2-0 here in the second period of the championship game. Mariners now look to just clear and dump that one through, but sent right back into the zone by the Axemen. Mariners sending it right back through as both teams seem to be just passing it back and forth between each other at the blue line. Axemen now dump that one into the neutral zone. Now they're looking to carry. Here come the Axemen. They have some space. Holding it up, waiting. Passed over, has another space. A shot saved by Campbell. The rebound out in front. Good job by Young to tie up his man, but that is going to be a penalty.
I think the tie-up at the beginning was fine. It was the continued tie-up at the end that he ended up being called on. The original play of actually stopping the goal from being scored, because he did stop a goal from being scored, I think that was fine. It's just as the play continued and he didn't let go, that was the end of it.
We'll see here on the replays. You see here Young coming in as the puck came in there, and Young just wrapped his in there, but he kept that stick in there a little bit too long. The overhead going to show how close this was. Right about there, and just in the nick of time, Young got his stick there to stop from that push being thrown to hold on to the 2-0, but it looks like an Axeman also going into the box for that little bit of extracurriculars going on after the fact. But Axeman still with a penalty, as I'm assuming Young probably taken two different ones, so the roughings would be offsetting, in that hook is what's going to have the Axemen allowed to have a power play.
We'll have to wait to see what the call is, because definitely Acadia has the power play anyways, with 4 minutes to go here in the second period, a chance to make it a 3-goal differential. Yarmouth, a key part in the game here. They're not going to want to go down 3.
That shot just going wide of the net as Campbell was screened in front. Axemen still with it now, 2 players deep on the power play. A little odd, as typically you want to have one out in front, as now they're getting back set in their system. Graham now sends it over to Martin. Martin sends it back in deep. Look to go for the wrap on that one. Goes off the outside of the post. Now the Mariners might have a chance shorthanded. Mariners looking to carry. And now here they go. Coming in alone with space. Shot just wide of the net.
It's a nice hard shot by Ryan Warner, but he missed the net.
Darcy now with it. Darcy still carrying it in deep on the penalty kill. Mariners now looking to kill some time on the penalty kill, and they cause another turnover. Warner has it again. Another shot. That one saved by Gould, who he's going to hold up for the face-off.
Great bit of penalty killing there by the Yarmouth Mariners. A couple nice shots on nets. They were able to kind of quickly counter-attack coming out of their own end. One nice pass, cross-ice pass to the middle set. Warner free. Had a great opportunity, fired a nice shot, nice location, just a little bit wide.
Yeah, Warner a little bit angry with himself there, knows that that might have been the Mariners' best chance, definitely in the period that they've had, and Warner just unable to convert. You want to at least get that puck on net, try to get that rebound, because he did have another player, Darcy, streaking towards the net looking for a rebound.
There we go, and that's why it seemed like, obviously, number 24, Ryan Millette, thought he did something wrong, had a guilty conscience, and headed into the penalty box, but he didn't need to be there.
Yeah, Acadia coach is having a little bit of a laugh there on that one. At least nice to see that coach is in a good spirits there, as, you know, refs make mistakes and what's happening, so it's good to have a coach who's going to laugh about it instead of go on a 5-minute tirade about it.
Because I was waiting for the call to figure out just what had happened here, because it certainly didn't look like any extracurriculars for Young. He had the original penalty, but I couldn't understand how he would have gotten the second one.
Yeah, there was definitely an argument going on in between both of the players, which is why I was wondering why there at least wasn't 2, because it didn't look like it was Young in the extracurriculars, as the Mariners continuing to kill that one off, but send that puck right out into the bench. Some quick ducking there by one of the coaches who just missed it.
Saw a highlight this morning on SportsCenter, and I can't remember the team, but there was a puck that fired into the bench, and yeah, right on the eyebrow. A few stitches later and quite a bit of blood, he was still in the game as the coach.
That's why you see a lot of backup goaltenders who they sit in the back there. Some of them don't wear their helmets, but all it takes is one quick one towards them, and they're quickly putting their helmet right back on. As that one, puck loose out in front of Campbell. Another shot, and that one saved by Campbell. Axemen now still on the power play for another 15 seconds. Looking to try and get one more chance, try to restore a 3-goal lead here. Axemen now still with it. Pushing in the corner, still with it behind the net. Looking to carry it back out, can't get through. Another centering pass, can't get through the defender. Now we're back to even strength, and it could be a 3-on-1. Here come the Mariners, look to throw over to Young. Young, great play there by the one defender back for the Axemen, as it was a 3-on-1. The Mariners couldn't get anything from it.
Weak pass, cross ice to Young. He wasn't going to be able to get it in time. Probably wasn't the best position at that point. An opportunity lost for the Mariners.
Yeah, Mariners, the best Young could have done from that position would just send it right back, as he would have had two guys open. But now here come Axeman with a little bit of an odd man rush of his own, but lost a little bit of the handle on the puck. Gets it right back. That shot can't connect anything on it. Able to get it right back, who sends it in deep as the Axemen go for a change.
Great work there by, I believe it was Campbell again, who did some great work protecting the puck, actually. Even though he couldn't get the shot off, he did at least keep control and keep the puck deep in the Mariners zone.
Axemen trying to move that puck out of their own zone, looking to go right back on the attack, and a quick shot from the blue line, handled by Campbell, catches in the shoulder, and then covers up for the faceoff.
Ryan Millette with a shot from outside the blue line, but that was a riser, as they say. And with Campbell going down, he ended up taking it high up into the shoulder, but was able to then gather it in.
1:22 left in the second period. No score in the second, but Axemen still ahead off of 2 first-period goals. Getting ready for the face-off. Tie up, and it's the Axemen who originally come up with it, but poked away by the Mariners. Point shot blocked. Now Mariners may have a chance. It's a 3-on-2 with speed, but you got to watch out for those back checkers from the Axemen. Darcy tried to get through the defender, but can't push through. Still with it now behind the net. Passes it over to the other corner. Centering pass, but unable to receive it. And now the Axemen looking to go back on the counterattack.
Good active stick by Luke Easton.
Quick, high up, and that one goes up and maybe deflected off the glove of Campbell, but it goes up and into the netting for another face-off.
Yeah, I think so too. I think Campbell got a little piece of that one, and it veered off and went high into the screen. So with 55 seconds left, the score remaining 2-0 for the Acadia Axemen over the Yarmouth Mariners. In this, the championship game of the 2017 Mainland Bantam AA Championships, being brought to you through MC Media from the Yarmouth Mariner Center in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia.
Acadia now looking to dump that one into the corner. Mariners, though, able to strip the puck, and here comes Yarmouth. Yarmouth looking to flip that one up, but kicked right back in by the Axemen. But Mariners trying to go for a last rush. Darcy trying to get that one through. Can't quite push it all the way, and now here come Axemen once again. Axemen coming in, another long point shot. That one going wide of the net. Puck now sitting there behind the net on the netting, and gives almost right back to the Axemen. That could have been dangerous. Now here comes the Mariners. Looking for one last rush. 20 seconds left in the second. Axemen try to flip that one right back into the zone. And that one going to get whistled. I think that puck might have hit something along the bench. Or nope, we're going all the way down for icing. So that one dumped in just in front of that center ice line. So now with 14.2 left, the Mariners might have time for one last offensive push here in the second period. It would be a huge momentum swing if they can get one here late in the second. But off of the face-off, Axemen win. Still held in at the point. And a big hit along the blue line, but Axemen are able to get it out, and that'll probably do it for here in the second period. Axemen going to go into the third ahead by 2 as the Mariners going to be playing from behind here on home ice.
Well, we're going to take a short break here while the Zamboni comes and cleans the ice. We'll be right back with third period coverage of MC Media's coverage of the 2017 Bantam AA Mainland Hockey Tournament, coming to you from the Yarmouth Mariner Center in Yarmouth, Nova Scotia. CJ and Dave will be back at you in about 5 minutes.
next game. Waiting on the referees. Yeah, usually about like half an hour, 15 minutes. Unless we go to overtime or a shootout, knock on wood. There's no wood to knock on. Still waiting on the refs. Someone go knock on their door or something? What's going on, refs? Well, he's out on Banks is out on the bench now, but he's not going back in the game. Oh, now he is. Yeah, now he is. Is he going to take over for Campbell? Is it going to be back to Banks? Yep, back to Banks. So it just stunned him a bit and just took a while for him to get back. All right, here come the refs. All right, now let's go. All right. Hello and welcome back to MC Media's coverage of the Bantam AA Nova Scotia Mainland Hockey Tournament. It's the championship game. The Acadia Axemen leading 2-0. Banks went into the locker room injured about halfway through the second. Back in net for the Mariners. So it was what we thought, just a bad bruise probably along the thigh area where that shot hit him, just where the padding really wasn't, and took him a little bit to get that movement back, but he got it back, and he's back in net for his team.
That's one thing about being 13 or 14 years old. You can bounce back from these things. He might have a bit of a bruise there for tomorrow or for the week, actually. But yeah. It's nice to see that he's not hurt that bad. He can get back into the net.
Yeah, it's either you bounce back quickly from the injuries or you don't realize you have them until the game's over. And off of the opening face-off now, it's the Mariners. They want to answer back quickly here, down by 2 goals, but still plenty of time left to play. They've been having some trouble 5-on-5 getting that pressure in. They like to throw the centering pass, but such the long sticks of Acadia, they're able to block those ones, and such a great back-checking team.
They've done very well back-checking. The team speed of Acadia has limited Yarmouth's potential of actually getting multiple shots in any one offensive stretch.
As a shot from the point somehow gets through a bunch of sticks, not getting deflected, and just goes wide. Acadia, though, looking to go right back on the attack. Centering pass blocked by the Yarmouth defender. Here comes Yarmouth again, but Young has the puck stripped, and here comes Acadia trying to push it right back. Mariners now finally able to push that one through, and it's Green. Green now trying to push that one through again. Another poke check by the Axemen. Axemen trying to dump that one back in, and Mariners just throw it down into Acadia's zone.
Acadians continuing where they left off, and that is with terrific team speed, being the first to those pucks, breaking up plays, not getting that, allowing Yarmouth to get that second pass away. Full marks for the game that they're playing.
Yeah, and here come the Axemen coming in again. Another shot, that one going just wide of Banks. Axemen now with the puck in the corner, trying to move it out. Mariners now trying to flip that one through. Can't get past the man at the point. Puck bounces off into center ice. The Mariners is finally able to sweep that one past the blue line. Axemen now dump that one in toward the net of Banks, who sends it in behind the net. Mariners with it now, having it stripped. Axemen looking to go right back on the attack. Here come the Axemen. Mariners, I should say, going in on the attack in the Axemen zone, but that shot turned aside by Gould. Acadia with it now, looking to move it up. Here comes Acadia. Looking to go back in on the attack, cycle that one in and along the boards.
They take a change right now, so Yarmouth will have lots of time getting there. We're seeing two different strategies as Acadia goes out of their way to take away time and space. Yarmouth tries to actually just make sure that they're out to the outside, not always taking that space away, and therefore Acadia able to get a lot more offensive pressure in the Yarmouth zone than vice versa.
Mariners now just trying to get the puck out of their own zone, but knocked off the puck by the Axemen. That one, though, centering pass broken up, and the Axemen have to go all the way back into their own zone to regain control of the puck. Axemen now Long forward pass up to Churchill. Churchill, slap shot, saved by Banks, who holds on for the faceoff.
Nice save by Banks. It's good to get that first shot. Nice long slap shot. Take it right in the breadbasket. Cover it up. Control the rebound. Get a stretch in with those legs, too, because we think it definitely is somewhere in his right leg, knee, probably lower thigh, upper thigh. That inside part where there's not much padding on goalie pants, that he probably got stung with that puck.
High out one shot by Campbell, a little bit nonchalant there for Banks to get that glove one, and almost goes trickling into his own net. Axman now, though, still looking to press this forward, trying to get through the Mariners skaters. Mariners trying to hold that puck along the boards. Puck, though, still loose in between. Axman now are the ones who are able to come up with it, try to just cycle it through back and into the corner. And now Axman can't hold it in at the blue line, so they have to go back and get back on side. Here they come again. That one flip towards Banks, who stops it with the stick and goes for the cover.
That was a little tricky there, CJ. Long wrist shot. I think Banks, like I said, maybe thought it's in my glove, and it actually had bounced off of the edge of his glove and was sitting there for either team to get to. Luckily for Banks, his Yarmouth defense was able to get there first and knock it away.
Yeah, it was looking maybe a little reminiscent of Patrick Waugh of the hot dogging against Detroit, who thought he caught it and then ends up throwing it into his own net.
Well, I wouldn't call it that bad, but
it looked there because Banks thought he had that one in his glove, and now a penalty going against the Yarmouth Mariners on one of that collisions. The referees have been keeping their whistles in their pocket, but they have to call that trip now. Now the Mariners comeback gonna have to dig itself out of a hole.
It looks like it's number 9. We'll see here. He tries to go left. He's beaten, and instead of getting the hip out, gets the leg out. Yeah. Very dangerous play, actually. You could see he was losing balance. He was out of position. He realized he was, and he was kind of reaching with the leg in order to try to stop, and certainly correct call.
Luckily, it was just a tripping and not a kneeing penalty, because sometimes those kneeing ones can be very harsh. Sometimes you can see a 4-minute kneeing. Is that Mariner able to clear it out and down into the zone? Mariners' penalty kill has been very effective as they killed off the only other penalty in this game. But the Axemen, sometimes it seems to suffer. We saw against South Shore as well that for some reason on the power play they just don't connect as well as they do 5-on-5. Maybe it's just one of those things as the Axemen holding the puck at the point. Shot, bounced off the men in front, and Mariners just able to get that one through. And they send that one all the way down.
Yes, we certainly did notice that in the semifinal as well. It seems that a lot of their offense is generated around speed. There's less of that speed that happens during a power play since it is easier to get in. You're not doing what you normally would in order to gain the zone, and you're looking to actually make those precision passes instead of just doing what they would normally do in a 5-on-5 situation. As a result, the power play has not been as effective in the semifinal or final.
And now here come the Mariners again, looking to carry this one out shorthanded. It's Darcy now. Looking to come in, Darcy with it along the boards. Still with the puck is Darcy, trying to weave through the Axemen, and the Axemen able to just knock that one past the blue line, but right back onto the stick of the Mariners. That one, though, blocked by his own player inadvertently at the blue line. Now here come the Axemen again. 30 seconds left on the power play. Axemen coming in for the rush. It's Graham's shot, goes up and over the net. Puck goes right back out to the point. Axemen send it right back in deep, but the Mariners still with it. Try to backhand it out and through, but can't get through. Axemen now with it, carrying it up into the center part of the ice, back up to the point, but poked away by Darcy. Darcy now, fans on the dump in. Axemen still with it, less than 10 seconds left on the power play.
Darcy with some great forechecking there, great penalty killing, but he was tired at the end, so it's not surprising he couldn't reach it. He went right to the bench after that.
Same with Young, makes his way to the bench, very tired as Darcy and Young were out for the entirety of that penalty kill as we're back to 5-on-5 action. It could be an opportunity here with speed coming through, but some more great back checking by Acadia, and that's what happened. Anytime the Mariners might get a rush, as that one intercepted, could have a chance here. Shot gets deflected wide, and again, looking to the sky is Warner again. Lots of space, but can't get that puck on net. Here come the Axemen again, looking to go right back on the attack. Easton, shot sent aside by Banks. That one goes up and into the netting.
Yeah, the netting over there hangs over the glass a little bit. I didn't really see it go all the way up. It sounded like it hit glass, but it was whistled down right away. And my eyesight from this far, I'm willing to trust them.
Yeah, especially with a little bit of the see-through netting. It is supposed to be see-through netting, but it's about 10 years old at this point, so a little bit, you can still see a little bit of the dirt and grime on the netting part of it. But Still a little bit of a catch there, and the Mariners able to get that one out of the zone. Is caught by Warner, trying to get through the defense, but held up by the Axemen.
Great team defense once again by Acadia. They're really playing a stellar game, not really giving Yarmouth a lot of opportunities. There's really only been, I'd say, 2 quality scoring chances for Yarmouth that got all the way to the goaltender.
Mariners now with the puck in the attacking zone, staring pass intercepted by the Axemen. Acadia now still with control here in the third, up ahead by 2 goals. That one, though, sent in for another icing call.
It's number 55, Hunter Graham, looked like he wanted off, and that's exactly what he did. He just cleared it down and got the whistle. Face-off will be down to the left of goaltender Gould, whose name we have not called too much in the last, I'd say, period and a half.
As Gould, though, takes a quick one there off of the face-off. A strategy implemented a lot by the Midget X Yarmouth Spitfires, who've scored a few goals straight off the face-off, and now Axemen able to clear that one out as the Mariners now looking to try and push this one through, but held up in the neutral zone by the Axemen. Bodies crashing everywhere. Now the Mariners may have a chance. It's a race for the puck. One out by the Axemen.
Once again, it's Graham that gets there first. They've got some big defensemen, big size, and they use their speed well. Speaking of speed.
Here comes the Axemen coming in alone. Backhanded shot and score right through the 5-hole of Banks. 3-0. The comeback looking less and less likely for the Mariners halfway through the third period.
As a goaltender, it's very hard to pick up a backhanded shot. He came down with big speed. You're looking for it to go high. Everybody shoots high. That one right along the ice, right between the wickets, as we'll see in the replay here. Lots of speed going down, keeps it on the backhand, and slides it right down in between.
Right through the 5-hole with a lot of rush. You'll see here that other look. It goes right in between the legs. And just like that, the Axemen with a 3-0 lead.
Halfway through this third period, that is certainly a goal that could stand out as being the end of Yarmouth's potential comeback.
Yarmouth definitely needs to try and get a quick one here, get the momentum back on their side. But the Axemen play such a stifling defense, and they're looking to get right back on the attack. Axemen have only allowed 3 goals in this tournament, have never allowed more than 1 goal in 1 game.
That's an amazing record, really, when you think of this is game number 6. So they're sitting on a .5 goals against average right now.
Yeah, it's fantastic defense being played, and it's such a rare to see a team who you say your best defensive skill is your back-checking ability. And that's definitely it for these Axemen. As the Mariners just trying to dump it in now, some players go for a change. Axemen now with the puck behind their own net, looking to break out.
What we saw in the last game, though, the semifinal that we did here in Arena 1 with Acadia, they're not going to settle down. They're not going to look to play this clock and milk this clock. They're going to play the way that they play, and that is to continue pushing the puck forward, using their speed on offense and defense, doing the things that they've done to actually be successful in this tournament. They do not change their style of play, maybe except in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, we've seen it in this tournament. A few teams, once they have the lead, getting about at this point in a game, they start playing a little bit of the prevent defense, maybe just send 1 forechecker in and have a lot of guys sitting there in the neutral zone. Actually not like that, looking to go right on the attack as a centering pass couldn't be touched by anyone. And now here come the Mariners. Mariners now just trying to get the first one on the board, but get stood up at the line. But again, even though the Axemen had a little bit of the size difference here on the collisions, it seems the smaller Mariners are always the ones who are getting up first or still on their legs. That one, though, intercepted. Here comes the Axemen. Axemen coming in, shot, saved by Banks.
Same attempted shot, looking for the same spot. If it works one, do it again. But Banks able to get that stick down this time and veer that puck off into the corner.
Puck now being fought for at the corner. Poked ahead, a shot. That one just going wide of the net as the Axemen continuing to put on a lot of pressure coming up on the 5-minute mark here in the third. Axemen now looking to race for the puck, but the Mariners able to win the race. Mariners now trying to clear it out. Still with it along the boards. Slightly clipped in. But that one, though, comes off, but it's a shot. Goes off of Banks, and the Mariners look to dump that one in. And that one's going to be icing.
Yarmouth's just looking to kill the play at that point. They were hemmed into their own end and needed a change, and that was the easiest way to get that change was to do it right there. So with 4:55, just a shade under 5 minutes to go in the game, our score, the Acadia Axemen 3, the Yarmouth Mariners no score. Acadia sitting well right now. There's still time. It's never over till it's over, to use a yogiism. But you'd have to think that right now Acadia has Yarmouth exactly where they wanted them. They got those 2 goals in the first period. Nothing in the second period, but coming into the third, getting that all-important third goal, that 3-goal lead.
Yeah, they say the 2-goal lead, most dangerous lead in hockey. They don't say anything about the 3-goal lead. And here comes the Mariners now trying to flip that one in off the face-off for the dump, and it's a race to the puck. Young is able to win it. Young passes it up to Warner, but again, more good back-checking from the Axemen. Gets there in the nick of time to stop Warner for having what Warner probably has the 2 best scoring opportunities for the Mariners in this game, but both of those were missing the net as a long shot from Churchill outside the blue line goes high and over the net. Both teams now still fighting for it. Axemen tried for a centering pass, couldn't be stopped. Mariners now looking to go right back on the counter attack. 4 minutes left here in the third. Axemen now deep in their own zone. The Mariners need to put one in here, but they give it right back to the Axemen, and here they come. Acadia coming back in on the attack, looking to go. A shot goes off of a skate and up and into the netting.
Good active stick there by the Yarmouth defense, able to get in front of that attempt at net, clearing it off, deflects off of their stick or skate, whatever it was, high into the screen. So with 3:54 to go, every time we go up and down the ice a couple times, it's another minute gone and another minute gone. It's another minute closer to a win for Acadia.
Yeah, Yarmouth, though, now looking to go on the rush for the attack. Yarmouth now losing control of the puck. Now Acadia looking to go right back on the rush. This is what Acadia wants to do. They like that back and forth rushing hockey. They know they have the speed, but that one a little bit lost control on the dump in right outside the center line, and that's going to go all the way back down for a face-off.
I'd have to think that the Yarmouth team right now is thinking with 3.5 minutes to go in the game, it's harder and harder to believe that you're going to win, so you have to look for those small victories, and the first small victory would be to break the shutout.
Yeah, you know, one step at a time. Every comeback starts with the first goal. The Mariners just looking to try and get that right now. Cross ice along. The Mariners pass it. It's Green now with it. Green in the corner. Trying to get through, but pushed off the puck by the larger Acadia skater.
Hunter Graham once again using his body. Good opportunity.
All right, shoots and scores, and just like that, Green. First goal, it's what we said. It's how you have to start the comeback. 3:13 left. Mariners get their first goal, just down by 2.
Good forechecking there by Yarmouth, able to get that puck away, fire it back towards the net. A shot came. The rebound was off to the right side of the net, and it was banged in. I believe it was by Smith, but I'm not sure.
It's hard to see the number facing away from us, but it was certainly a line drive goal. It looks like it was maybe number 14, Smith, who got that one.
Banging it right out of the air. Well, it is spring season in baseball right now.
Yeah, great Fruit League action just underway as the Blue Jays playing in the bar here at Mariners Center. But now the Mariners need to get right back in this, need to get right back into the offensive zone. The first step on the comeback has been taken. And now here comes Warner. Couldn't handle the pass and taken out by Graham. But a penalty coming against the Axemen on that hit. Didn't quite see what the ref signaled.
Tripping.
And it is a trip. So now the Mariners going on the first power play of their game. 2:51 just scored. Could that comeback be ready? Could the comeback happen?
With only 2 minutes and 51 seconds, you have to wonder whether or not the Mariners might want to take a timeout right now to ensure that they've got their number one power play line on, because we have done a couple of Mariners games before here in the tournament, and there was certainly a difference between the number one unit and the number two unit on the power play.
And here comes the Mariners on the attack. You also have to wonder, will they pull the goalie to have that two-man advantage on the power play? I've seen some teams do it. The Junior A Mariners have done it a couple times, and once was successful, but it's a double-edged sword because all it takes is that one misplay and your comeback is at an end. Axemen, though, doing a good job on the penalty kill right now, keeping the Mariners in their own zone.
Certainly a great opportunity for Yarmouth. Yarmouth can't find the puck. Young in the corner there was in his skates. He kept doing pirouettes, but it was right in between there. Yarmouth has to do something in order to get it. It's a great opportunity. It was truly a penalty that you and I both looked at and said, I don't really think so, but we don't call the game. So from our perspective, even as sitting here in Yarmouth, it's a great opportunity for Yarmouth to make this a one-goal game. But now it's up to them to actually take advantage of it. And so far, they're having problems even getting into the blue line.
Yeah, they can't just pierce that blue line. Is now the puck going in deep. Axman, though, with possession of it once again. Content to just hold it along the boards and kill off more time. Force the Mariners to move it. Time winding down, just 45 seconds left on the power play. Momentum from that goal fading away for the Mariners as the Axemen come up with it. Still with it, and they send it through. Glove down, though, but losing the glove. That one's sent in offside. That one's hurting the defenseman who gloved that one down, and all the way down to Banks it goes.
Well, I've got to say, wonderful, again, work by Luke Easton. He would drag that puck in that corner, held onto it, killed a lot of time, ended up coming away with it 1-on-3, came away with it and banged it down the ice. Terrific PK by Easton.
And again, Mariners unable to pierce the blue line of Acadia, and that will probably do it on the power play advantage. So a huge penalty kill by the Acadia Axemen, and we're in the final minute of play here in the third. Axemen still ahead by 2 goals. Acadia now with the puck in their own zone. Just content to kill off the rest of this one. Still with it, looking to move it through center ice, and we're coming up on the 30-second marks. Icing waved off as Mariner a little too nonchalantly going for it. Puck out in front, loose, and Banks with the cover.
Big save by Banks here with 27.9 seconds to go. A little bit of extracurricular pushing. Kind of common at the end of a game, I guess, when something like this happens. A nice big save for Banks just to not let that 4th goal go in. The game all but over with under a minute to go and a 2-goal lead. Looks like we have a timeout, though. Timeout for Yarmouth.
Timeout for Yarmouth. Yarmouth not content to go into there quietly. Big face-off coming through there. A big decision, though, was that possible icing going through there. Mariner a little bit too nonchalant. The linesman saying you had a chance to stop that one before it get there, but if that could have been an icing, that would have been a huge opportunity for the Mariners, but instead a little too nonchalant. Axeman racing in there, got that, and almost had another goal to restore the 3-goal lead.
Yeah, I believe Yarmouth was looking for that icing call, thinking that it was going to be an icing call, but yeah, from my viewpoint here, he was gliding from the blue line in, or maybe the top of the circle in, and had he actually hustled for it, he would have made it there before it crossed the goal line. That didn't happen, and then that kind of threw everything out, because when you think the icing is going to happen and you're kind of in glide mode, all of a sudden you're not in that defensive tenacity mode that you need to be in your own zone, and they almost gave up that 4th goal.
So here we go, big face-off in the offensive zone. Mariners, it's a must-win face-off. They need to win and immediately go on the offense, and you can imagine Banks would be immediately heading to the bench as well. But off the face-off, the Mariners do get possession but can't get it past the blue line. As another point shot sent in, and Banks with another cover with 22.6 seconds left in the third.
A well-deserved win this will end up being for the Axemen. If I had to critique them on one, and it's going to be a timeout for the Axemen, so I guess it is time to talk. And that would be, there's only one factor of their game that I can see that would have any type of concern, and that's the power play. The PK's been fine. Because the PK is much like their offense in general. A lot of team speed, taking away time and space, using their size, getting the puck out, clearing it out, doing all of those good things that you do on a penalty kill. For whatever reason, they can't transition their 5-on-5 abilities into a good power play. At least I haven't seen it in the 2 games here in the tournament that I've seen against better quality opponents. Now, maybe they were terrific on the power play when they were playing against, the 6 or 7 seed earlier in the tournament. I didn't see that then. But, boy, every other aspect of their game, right on.
Yeah, definitely. It is the power play. I saw 3 games with them here in this one. And, again, they were unable to convert on the power play as well. Maybe in the other arena it was. But that's kind of – the power play kind of goes against what they do, where they like to rush. And they try to pass it around. They just need to be a little bit more patient, and that is going to do it here for the Axemen in the final 10 seconds. The Acadia Axemen are going to win the crown for the Mainland Bantam AA tournament as the Axemen win and the celebration begins.
There's a lot of big players. I hope they don't jump on Gould because he's a lot smaller than them.
Yeah, as the celebration continues, both these teams well-earned game. Both will be competing at provincials. But the Axemen will be getting the banner and the crown as they are the Bantam AA Nova Scotia Mainland hockey victors.
And full marks. We've said it. We had a couple timeouts to espouse eloquently about how good their game has been throughout this tournament. The one blemish, you said, just a tie against South Shore, and that was part of South Shore beating the odds and being the number 5 seed that had to play the 1, 2, 3, and 4 seeds and still able to squeak in and get into that semifinal game that they did this morning as well. So full marks to the Acadia Axemen. They were the number 1 seed going in. They certainly performed equally as well here in this tournament. Deserved, obviously, of that number 1 seed.
Yeah, and at the end of this one, the 6 games played by the Axemen, only 3 goals allowed, counting the one that they had there. It was just the 3 goals out of the 6 games. So the Axemen, very fantastic defensively, never allowing more than 1 goal. And I'm a big defense guy. I'm a big proponent of defense wins championships, and that proved true in this one. Is the Axemen the best defense? It also doesn't help when you have the best offense as well to continue to put goals in. Axemen might be able to make a big splash at provincials.
Size and speed, size and speed, size and speed. They were able to take away that time and space from every opponent that they've reached. We talked at numerous times of the occasional opportunities where it looked like Yarmouth might be in a position to do something. They were caught from behind a number of times. Great back checking, always on the move, always taking away that time and space. Congratulations to the Acadia Axemen.
Yeah, and congratulations all around, and Mariners as well going off into provincials. But that'll do it for us here at the Mariners Center. It's been a fantastic tournament. CJ and Dave with the call. It's been lovely having this call with you on behalf of ourselves here at MC Media, calling through the booth up in the TriCaster. Quinn has been doing some excellent work there. We have some great co-op students on the cameras as well. Craig over at camera 1. He likes to be called the senior cameraman here, but I think it's mostly because of his age. And that'll do it for all of us here at MC Media. We hope you stay tuned. We have a Midget X game coming up here, so you don't want to miss it. mcmedia.stream. You can also catch we have all of these games from the tournament archived. So for the parents and those listening, and for those who compete, you can tell the kids, you can see yourselves online, mcmedia.stream. We like to post what we're going to stream ahead of time, so catch up there. We'll see you next time at MC Media.
Number 14, Brandon Smith. Number 15, Evan Sonia. Number 17, Yannick Cutcher. Number 18, Keegan Scott. Number 19, Denver Johnson. Number 29, Charlie Banks. Number 30, Liam Campbell. Number 16, Josh Richardson. We'd now like to give the gold medals to the winners at the Acadia Axemen. Number 2, Brady Reeves. Number 4, Ruth Easton. Number 3, Sam Martin. Number 23, Jacob Liston. Number 24, Ryan Miller. Number 31, Cameron Gould. Number 33, Colby Lewis. Number 44, Samuel Woolton. Number 45, Roman Jagger. Number 52, Ethan Peacock. Number 53, Jackson Campbell. Number 55, Hunter Graham. Number 56, William Churchill. Number 67, Brandon Weaver. Number 71, Cameron Kingsman. Number 74, Tommy Shaw. And number 83, Jensen Doggy. Can the captains and assistant captains from Acadia please come receive the banner? And the lobster trap trophy, which is presented by Lori and Willie Goodwin. Ladies and gentlemen, 2016-2017 Main Man Hockey League champions, the Acadia Axemen.